Yeah. Dude, people back then had skills, and they knew how to say something without being so blunt. Okay. Um, one lady, we gonna wang dang doodle all night long. Okay, you gonna break my back. I mean, she was talking all kind of shit. Okay, we gonna wang dang doodle all night long. You ain't got to know. You can sing this song, but you better not sing around grown folks. They know what wang dang doodle is. Okay, that was their code, and you didn't break. And that made the record palatable for the radio stations to play. But it wasn't safe for the kid to sing it. And
Yeah, they had. Go ahead.
Little Richard, the original version was Tutti Frutti Good Booty. Okay,
I didn't know that. So is that a song about being rainbow?
No, it wasn't so much for rainbow. The original song, if you ever see the Little Richard story, that's what he says.
Oh, okay.
Tutti Frutti, hey Rudy, good booty, or something like that. Tutti Frutti, no.
Oh, I don't think I knew that. Or remember that. I don't know. Yeah, wow, okay.
And they and Bob Babaloo Bob Balam Bam Boom, they made him change up something. Oh Rudy, good booty. And they made it change to Tutti Frutti.
Wow. I probably knew that, but I, for some reason, can't remember it off the top of my head. That's an interesting story.
Yeah, so people have always been playing word games since the beginning of words, man. It's just that after Luke won that obscenity case against Disney, and they took that barrier off of him and let folks start cussing, it almost became mandatory that you cuss on your record to even get some record sales.
Yeah.
When you had if you back in the 80s and early 90s, you had to make two versions of a record. You had to make the street version and the Walmart version. Walmart sold more records than anybody else. The warehouse, Walmart was the record store of the globe, of the country. Okay, and they wasn't gonna play nothing that had nothing to do with no gangster shit. So anything you did, you had to play anything that was supposed to have any kind of sexual connotation or cussing. You had to have the street version and the Walmart version. Well, at one point in time, nobody wanted the Walmart version. And the Walmart version ended up getting returned back to the record companies, which caused them to have returns, which went against the artists' royalties. And so people just stopped making it. They said, fuck Walmart. We won't worry about it. We just make the street version and sell all the records. Yep. Game changed completely.
What do you generally, or how did you generally feel back in the early 90s? And I remember this as being 13, 14, 15, around that time, turning on the news and generally seeing people in bulldozers running over CDs of gangster rap and songs that said the B word and stuff like that. What take yourself back to that time. What was going through your head?
You know what? I didn't want that smoke, man. I never had that problem with any of my stuff. And everybody who was doing the C. Dolores Tucker was like, she was a main person leading that brigade. Her,
Tipper Gore,
the vice president's wife, they were on that tip. And even the vice president had mentioned a couple of things about different groups, whatever. And I never wanted that smoke. And I just said, damn. But here's the crazy part. They wouldn't bought the records to smash them. Okay. That's like burning a pair of Jordans that you mad or LeBron leave a team, you burn his shoes up. You already paid for them. Ain't like you stole them out the warehouse and Nike loses a lot. LeBron misses some money. You already paid for them, so you really ain't done nothing but burn a pair of your own shoes. But life is what it is. People do what they do. That was the first time I saw something like that was during the disco era. When they had this big time DJ
in Chicago, the DJ in Chicago, in the Chicago, that was huge. I'll look that up. Keep talking.
Yeah, he was the one that came up with the term "disco sucked," and he was one of the leaders of that whole movement. And I think he had a big record burned out at a baseball game. I think he might have burned records at a baseball game or something like that. Disco records. Disco was a fun era, man. Disco was. I still jam disco this day. One day I'm thinking about this more and more. I'm gonna do a podcast just on the various types of music I experienced in my life, from early soul music to disco and the funk, whatever. Because people get in my car sometimes, they're looking like, "Are you that old?" Yeah, I am that old. Well, I'm playing Three Dog Night. I'm playing Elton John. I'm playing Joe Tex and one of my Clarence Carter. I mean, I grew up on that type of stuff, and some of that stuff was funky. Man, ain't nobody funkier at one time than was it Joe Tex? I get Joe Tex and another dude always mixed up. Damn it. Thomas. Damn it. His daughter was called Thomas, but Rufus Thomas. These are the old dudes. Got the George Jefferson haircut. Got the ball in the middle, and they got on high pants, throwing down, having a ball. Whole Coliseum doing the high pants. So when you grew up on certain things, man, that becomes a part of your personal culture. But also, like I said before, many times before, my dad was from Mississippi. He liked country and western. So if I'm in this truck with him, I'm listening to Ray Charles. I'm listening to Charlie Pride. I'm listening to Willie Nelson. My mom she from Louisiana. She liked jazz. So I'm listening to Cannonball Adderley. My sister, she loved soul, James Brown, Dramatics, and shit. And all the other folk, Rufus Thomas, Do the Funky Chicken. I mean, all kind of sliding the Family Stone. So when you have a vast experience with music, you appreciate it a little bit different than somebody who lives in a pigeonhole. All they listen to is one type of music, and you have a limited perspective on life and even your own emotions, because music is very emotional. All you know is anger, man. You playing certain shit that constantly got you fired up and pissed off. You don't know a whole lot. You don't get a chance to release any of those damn emotions because you're so tense all the time. You looking over your shoulder you living like a deer in the headlights. Anyway, go for it.
Yeah. You know how many times someone's got into my car and they look at me and be like, "Man, turn that bullshit off." I like everything, man, not just hip hop. If I just listen to hip hop, my mind will go crazy and it would affect me. I need to venture out to jazz, to rock, to other things, man.
Yep. So, I mean, I love Three Dog Night, man. Three Dog Night and Journey. I love all that shit. I mean, I sold records in the record store in the 70s, man. So I'm hip to Elton John. I'm Cheap Trick, all that. When Come On, Feel the Noise, all them big bands. I'm hip to all that shit. So I have a very vast musical taste. Go ahead.
Yeah. To wrap up the censorship topic, D-Cause has another good point. He says,